My 38 male, wife, 34 female, has been cheating on me for more than a year with her childhood love. After me helping her through her sadness for over a year. I'm not using my actual user for this, but I feel a need to share my story. I've talked to close friends about it, my family. But hoping to get some advice and insights on here too. I know the Reddit community is also a wholesome place. So here goes. We've been together for 16 years, married for about 6. We have 2 small kids, younger than 6 years old. For the past 2+ years I've been dragging her through a sad phase. She hasn't had an easy life, and there were periods when her darkest thoughts crossed her mind. But we got through each time. The day of our marriage was bliss, and we were so much in love. After the birth of our second child though, she started changing. Going back to the person she was as a teen. Dark, moody, short-tempered. I noticed this a bit late, since I was mostly busy with our kids. And had a talk with her. At first she denied anything, stating that she was just tired, and life's burden was a bit much. But as time moved on she declined rapidly. About a year ago she admitted having plans to end it. She did not go through with them because of our kids, and I took it upon myself to keep helping her through this. Even taking in some of the blame for her suffering. I went to a psychologist myself, and tried to remain strong. Some time ago we had a discussion as to where our relationship was going. There were good fun periods, and then times where we wouldn't even talk. At that moment she admitted that she wasn't happy anymore, and didn't want to continue our marriage. So that was the first hit I took, and it was rough. So many thoughts racing through my head. About the kids, our house, my future, her sad state. We argued, we talked, and we made practical decisions. Up until about a week ago. I kept wondering what had happened that made her want to leave her family. I straight up asked her if there was anyone else. Now this is the part that hit me the hardest, and I have no clue how to proceed with it next to some advice from friends and family. She was seeing someone else, also a guy who's married and even has a small child, apparently born during the affair with my wife. Now as hard-hitting as all this is, I started looking into it. And this guy is someone she hooked up with in her teens. This was also a period where she was in a really dark place, and he even stalked her for some time. It now appears he never gave up, and found her in her weakened state and started to take advantage of her. I'm not looking for a redeeming factor to save our marriage, that's over. I am looking for ways to process this for myself, and maybe to loosen his grip on her so it doesn't affect our kids. He has manipulated her, has no intention of starting a relationship but only uses her for physical intimacy. He doesn't speak to her for ends on time, but she is on his beck and call. When he ignores her she goes into a downward spiral, when he acknowledges her she's happy. Well, not really, but that's how it seems. For the moment we're still living together, trying to take all the steps to end our marriage and move out. But I need a way to cope with this, with the fact that her sadness is fed by him, that he's been to our house, and that he used my wife for over a year. Start with the practical things. Get tested for diseases now and in 3 months. Meet with a lawyer to protect your interests in the coming divorce. Protect your assets by opening your own bank account and transferring half of everything to it. Regarding your wife, there is nothing you can do to help her. You already did everything you could and she still made the decision to not care about you. Inform her parents about the state she is in, maybe they can help her. She can only get out of the funk she is in with professional help. You now need to protect yourself, your interests and the kids. Stop trying to help her. Focus on the kids and try to spend as much time with them as possible. Find a new apartment or house where you can move to ASAP. The quicker you get some distance between you and your wife, the quicker you can start to heal. If you know her AP, then inform his wife about what her husband does. She has a right to know and should get tested for diseases as well. Who knows if your wife is the only one he uses to betray his wife. You are worth so much more than to be treated this way. God. This reply has hit me right where it needed to. It's such a painful process letting go of her. Even after all this. I'm not trying to sing my own praises, but my environment and even some of her friends all tell me that I'm worth more. That I always aspire to do the best for my loved ones, and am a great father and husband. Hearing those things do help, but they're so hard to believe at this time. The stop trying to help her is something I need to get embroidered on my pillowcase or something, because that's something I've desperately tried to do. Everyone is telling me to stop doing that, and my focus is on my kids when they're around, 100%. I try to be the best father, but I'm also still trying to be a good husband while they're not around. But that second part should be time focused on myself. The disease test didn't even cross my mind at first. But damn. It does now. Yes, please get tested. Don't hold it against yourself that you struggle to let go and that you still try to be a good husband. After so much time together and after you tried to help her so much, that is normal. But you need to learn to let her go. Try to do something that is called the gray rock method. When the kids are around, then be the best father you can be, but when only she is around, then be like a stone. No emotional reactions to whatever she says. Only engage in conversations when it is about the kids or the separation. In addition, find ways to spend time on your own. Go do some sports alone or meet with friends alone. Don't spend time with her when it is not about the separation or the kids. Don't ask her how her day was or how she feels. She has made the decision that these are no longer questions you should ask her. It will be tough at the beginning, but you can make it. Each time you see her, say in your mind, I am a stone. Good luck and stay strong. And don't forget the poor wife of her AP. I feel very sorry for that woman. I'm sorry, but it seems you think your wife is the victim here? That your wife has no blame in the affair? Why don't you acknowledge her actions? Forget the guy, start blaming your wife. This is on her, too. Yeah, dark place, sadness, but screw that. You've been together for nearly half her life and still she cheated on you for over a year. That's the pattern I'm in. Every time I take the load onto myself. I know what she's done, but for the past week I've been trying to make her see what she's doing to herself. But then my family and friends are there to remind me that I'm not to blame, and she brought this upon me. I keep looking for a confirmation that she will reclaim her self-respect, but to what end? I have been blaming the guy too, he's preyed upon her for so long apparently. So thanks for your response, I do need reminding of the things you've said. To be fair, creepy as he is, this isn't directly his fault either. He's certainly a jerk for using your wife while his wife was pregnant, but he didn't make any commitment to you. She did. She could have technically been sleeping with the mailman for all it matters. The point is she's cheating when she promised you honesty. She promised you fidelity. The only relevant factor he represents is his wife deserves to know he broke his vows as much as you deserve to know she broke vows.